Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Drew's Food Reviews. And today I've got another episode of What's for Breakfast. And again, if you've tuned into many of my videos in the past, you know that I normally like to try noodles for breakfast, and I've found a couple of different flavors and a couple different brands. And I found these at my neighborhood Walmart market, and I thought this was interesting to try. This is from One Culture Foods, and it says it's Japanese style spicy ramen with bone broth, nori, and scallions. And here you go. That's what it is. And also here on the cover shows here bone broth reduction, and it says make this by adding fresh meat and veggies. So it doesn't come with this egg and all the meat or whatever, just with the noodles. And here it's for the nutrition facts is 200 calories and 1200 milligrams of sodium. Again, if you know anything about the cup of noodles or any kind of these noodles, they're high in sodium. On the label says empty all ingredients, fill water to line, microwave for 2 minutes on high, loosen noodles 30 seconds more on high, and enjoy. So it says on the side here, says this Japanese classic will take you around the world and back in 3 minutes. Experience fresh cooked noodles, roasted seaweed, and scallions in our spicy chicken bone broth for a closest to homemade taste. Crafted to make your life easier and more delicious, our noodle cups are the perfect pantry stuffers. Ideal for an easy lunch, anytime snack, or dressed up with meat and veggies for a satisfying dinner. They deliver ambitious global flavors simply. So there you go. And it even has a little map here. You can see this of where it's from, and I guess that's pointing to Japan. Okay, so can't really read that. This is really bad. It's a little purple, and then the black on the purple is really hard to read. The thing's really small. No artificial flavors, no preservatives. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and I actually have water going. I'm not gonna microwave it. I'm gonna put it in the boiling noodles in here. So here we go. Okay, and this is like most other of the, okay, they got a packet with the, I guess that's the spices or whatever. It comes with a bag of the noodles, so they're fresh noodles. Look like they're the udon noodles. And then the other one, this says it's the Japanese, I don't know, just says Japanese lot 300, and I guess this is like a sauce. So it says it said to empty everything into the container. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and I've got water boiling background. You can hear that. So I'm going to, I think I'm gonna have to add this here, dump that in there. These are fresh noodles. They're not dehydrated where you have to rehydrate them. So, and I'm going to add, this is the, I guess this is the vegetable packet. Okay, this one is particularly difficult, so I'm gonna take the easy way out. So I won't make so much of a mess, and trim the top off. And as you can see, this is the powder here. Not making too much of a mess. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the powder in there. So that's I guess that's the part that's gonna make the little seaweed and all that. And then here is a sauce. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim that off. Add the sauce in. Now I guess this is the bone broth. So as you can see, putting the bone broth in there. Okay. So this doesn't really look real appetizing, but then again, you never know. So here's the broth and the powder in there. And I went ahead and boiled up some water. And I'm gonna go to the fill line. The fill line's about 3/4 of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill it to the line, about there. So there you go. I don't want to tip these too much, but that's what you're getting. And I'm gonna put that down for a second while I situate it here. And I have my chopsticks, getting a little better at them, but not real good. And I do have my soup spoon, and I don't think this is going to work with this lid, so I'm going to take the lid off. Not like the regular ones where you have to let them sit with the lid on top for 3 minutes. And since these are fresh noodles, you don't have to rehydrate them. You just have to make a broth. And I'm stirring up the ingredients, and the noodles are already cooked. And here's what you get. This is the nice fresh noodles, and they don't have to rehydrate, so it's pretty much ready when it's all taken care of. And here we go. I'm gonna try get that last little bit of everything out. Kind of clean up here. Put the all the other little packets and stuff together. And also, just in case it's not spicy enough, I've got a little bit of Frank's Red Hot just to kick it up, because you know me and I like hot stuff. So yeah, this has been sitting for a little bit, and I think it's kind of, the broth is kind of cooked up, and you can see the little bits in here. And it's got the peppers and the seaweed and all that's been rehydrated. And I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'll try a couple of the noodles first, outside of the broth, now that everything's been, cooked and it's kind of cooled down a little bit. And I'll try and get some of these noodles out of here. And here we go. Yeah, I'm not real good at the chopsticks, but here we go. I'm gonna try these just outside the broth, and then I'm gonna try the broth itself. So here we go. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. The noodles are nice and spicy with that broth on them, and they're nice and soft. They're actually pretty good. A lot better than regular cup of noodles or ramen noodles that you get in the cup of noodles cup that you pay like 30 cents a piece or whatever, 2 for $1. And these are not thicker. They're a lot thicker than the regular ones. They are fresh. They're nice and actually pretty good noodles themselves, because they are made fresh and they're not rehydrated. That's pretty good. Mm. Wow. And that broth is actually really spicy for, you know, a soup broth. It's got a lot of, I guess, peppers or spices in it. It's making it nice and spicy. And I'm going to go ahead and try the broth just by itself. So here we go. Ooh, rich and hearty broth. I'm getting a little bit of heat from it, from either peppers or peppercorns or whatever spicy ingredients they have in there. Oh, that's good. It's a very hearty, good broth on a cold, rainy day. And I'm getting a little bit of hot just from the broth itself. I get a little tickle at the back from the pepper or whatever that is. It's actually really good. So I'm going to go ahead and rate this just on its own for the One Culture Japanese Spicy Ramen. I'll give that a 9 out of 11. Pretty good. I'm getting a little bit of a tickle from the broth and the spices in that, and the noodles are also really good. They had either one or two other flavors, and I think one was just some kind of ramen, but it wasn't spicy. But I went ahead and tried this one to see if it was any good. Maybe I'll go back and try the other flavor another day. But just for that, yeah, it's pretty good, and it's a decent little snack. And I believe I paid like $1. It was $1.25 or something for this. And it wasn't terribly expensive, not like some of the other ones out there that are like $3, $4 for the fresh noodle bowl. So this was actually pretty good. Now, you know me, I can't just leave it like that. I'm gonna put a little bit of this hot sauce on there just to kind of help it along and see if it kicks it up a little bit. And I'm just gonna put a couple drops, kind of mix it up just to see if that helps it or not. It's pretty spicy on its own, but maybe this will help it a little bit more, give it a little more heat, a little more spice. Maybe it might take it up 1 or 2 notches. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that does kick it up. Yeah, it's still spicy. I'm still getting a lot of peppers or jalapenos or chilies or whatever that they've put in there. I think it's like, they said scallions, but I think this might be peppercorns or any kind of whatever seasonings they use to make it a little bit hot. But yeah, ooh. Yeah, now it's got a little more kick. So I think with that, wow. Yeah, it made me cough a little bit. So I think that's going to kick it up to a 10 out of 11. Just with a little bit more heat. And you could put, whatever kind of hot sauce or whatever, or you don't have to put any hot sauce in it. Or I know they have a lot of, like soy sauce, or the Japanese have a little bit hot sauces or chili sauce. I think they have those little, a lot of times you see them like in the ramen shops. They've got the little containers of the chili oil. You could probably put that in there if you wanted. Might kick it up a little bit. But this is actually pretty good soup on its own. And for a nice cold rainy day, I'd recommend something like this to warm you up. With a little bit of the heat, it actually does warm you up inside. So that's my rating on this one. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a final try and finish this off because it has been nice and rainy here. And so if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell right over there. And that way you won't miss any future content, any videos that I put out. And I pretty much put them out every day. So you can go and look through my library. Got lots of other videos of what's new, what's poppin', search for snacks, Too Sweet, Chocolate World, and a whole bunch of other videos out there. A little bit of fun for everybody. So till next time on Drew's Food Reviews, I'll talk to you later, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off. So till next time, talk to you later. Ooh, yeah, really good. Cut. Take two. And on the counter, on the lid.